Hey guys, my name is Bruce. I just wanted to do a little video overview of the Damasko DA47 in black. This is my daily wear watch. I purchased this 4 months ago from Timeless Luxury Watches out of Texas. I'm in Utah. I called them and they special ordered it for me, gave me a decent discount, and overnighted it to my house when it came in. So I've been wearing this about 5-6 days a week for about 4 months now. So I've had some time with it, and just wanted to share some of my likes and dislikes, some of my impressions, in case any of you out there are considering purchasing one of these or a similar model. Overall, very favorable. I've enjoyed wearing this. It's been a great daily wear watch. Admittedly, I am kind of tough on my watches. I wear them for every activity that I do. It's very rare that a watch will come off of my wrist after I've started wearing it. So they get dinged around, you know, they do the standard desk diving, showering, swimming, working out, shooting, you know, just about any activity. And I'll tell you, this has really stood up. I can't find a scratch or a mark on it. And that was one of the things that I was a little apprehensive about buying a coated watch. You know, every DLC or PVD coated watch that I had seen always starts, you know, you see the use, you see the scratches. Not this. I have not been able to put a mark in this, nor has my toddler. I have a 2-year-old that likes to take my watches and play with them, drop them, hit them, and this has stood up perfectly. So very pleased with that. They've really hit on something with their nickel-free stainless steel ice-hardened material that they use, and then the Damask coating is really excellent. It has a good color and sheen to it, kind of a matte reflectivity. So I like that. One of the best features about this watch is the bezel. Now I'm a dive watch fan. I've owned quite a few bezels, some nicer ones too. You know, some really high quality bezels, but this has been my favorite. It's bi-directional. You hear that crisp ceramic ball bearing action there. That's nice. So it's bi-directional. There's zero play in this. It just is, it's super nice quality. I opted for the 1 to 12 hour bezel. They do a 5 to 55. I got this for a couple reasons. Aesthetically, I thought it had some nice symmetry with the dial. And then it just had more function to me. I could use it as a 12-hour timer, as a GMT. And then if you just multiply by 5, you could use it as a elapsed minute function too. So super happy with the bezel. It's great. The other thing that was I was very impressed with was the anti-reflective coating on this. If the crystal, the sapphire crystal, is clean and you're not in direct hard sunlight, it's very hard to tell that there's anything covering that dial. I mean, you could just reach in and grab those hands, it seems like. It's done very well. And you know, I've owned double anti-reflective coated crystals before on other watches, and they always do scratch on the top, but not this one. Well done, Damasko. Very pleased with how robust and how this is handled. Got to mention the Loom. It's Super Luminova C1. And yeah, I do love good Loom, you know, torch-like bright Loom. And this charges up really well in sunlight or with a powerful flashlight. It holds good Loom throughout the night. Though, you know, after a few hours, it starts to get dim. And by early morning, you really have to squint to see what time it is. But for C1, it's done very well. And I mean, I can't find any mistakes there on the dial. And everything's printed really well. Damasko, hats off to them. They regulated this ETA movement really well. Out of the box, it was spot on. You know, I checked it against atomic time daily, and it was like -1 second per week for a few weeks, and then it has definitely settled down, but it's still within COSC specs. It's about 2 seconds slow per day, which is great for an automatic watch. Very happy with that. I almost, you know, never want to give this thing up just because it's regulated so well and has just held up to anything I've thrown at it. It's great. I've really enjoyed that. Let me show you the winding action. That was one thing that I thought was kind of surprising. Was, I don't know if you can hear this over the video, but it's loud. And I don't know if that's just it's amplified by the iron casing, the Faraday cage that's around the movement, but it's fairly stiff and it's loud. At least it seemed louder than my other ETA movements or other automatic movements that I've had. And the bezel, or the crown, it operates very well. So just, yeah, I thought I'd share that. I thought it was interesting how loud that winding was, but it functions perfectly. So you'll notice it's not on the factory strap. I purchased the Damasko rubber strap with the matching Damasko buckle, and I really like it. I've worn this in the majority, probably 3 out of the 4 months I've worn it has been on the rubber. It's very soft, lightweight, supple, flexible, comfortable, smooth. You can tell a little bit of use where I strap where it goes through the buckle, but it's nice. I've enjoyed it. I'll show you the rubber or the leather strap that it comes stock on, in case you're interested in that. This is the box. It's a decent box. You know, it's better than some Japanese offerings and about on par with what I've seen from Switzerland and other German companies. Oh, sorry. Here's the paper with the certificate of authenticity and warranty. This is what it comes with. It's faux padded leather, I think, but it's nice. So here's the leather strap. It's got really good contrast stitching, light padding on the top, and silicone backing. So it is I think it's waterproof. I didn't swim with the leather. I reserved those type of functions for the rubber strap. But I like the little flap that they have behind the buckle. That's a neat touch. I enjoy it. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit about now some of my dislikes, and I'll switch the straps out so you can see what it looks like stock. There are drilled lugs, so it is pretty easy to change the strap out, and Damasko does give you extra spring bars, which is that's always a nice thing from a manufacturer. They give you those extra parts. But so the gripes, the dislikes. Damasko has done everything so well on this piece. There's very little to complain about. The biggest thing for me is, I've enjoyed wearing this so much, and I could see this being my daily wear for years and years to come. Just servicing it as needed. And I really think that this could hold up over time. The thing that it's lacking is the bracelet. I'm a bracelet lover, and I was disappointed that Damasko doesn't offer bracelets on all of their models. So that's a big thing, especially with how well the ice-free or the ice-hard nickel-free stainless steel is. How great the scratch resistance is on that. It's really too bad that they don't offer the Damask-coated bracelet for this. I'd purchase it in a heartbeat. I haven't handled one of the bracelets up close, but I just hear they're just as on par with the other offerings. So here it is on the strap here. It's nice. I enjoy it. I did contact Damasko, and they said that they would eventually come out with a bracelet for it, but they have no immediate plans to do so. So I hopefully that happens. I'd be first in line to add a bracelet to this. So that's kind of the big ding on this. Other things, super nitpicking. I don't even know if this is a big deal, but the teeth on the bezel, they could do it just a little bit better job of centering them over the loom pip or over the markers. Again, that's maybe a little too OCD. there's very, very few negative things to say about this. One thing, you know, they do say it's a 40 millimeter case, and then with the bezel, it bumps it up to 41 millimeter. And I can wear anything from a 38 to a 44 millimeter size watch comfortably. This one's very comfortable. It has a decent height and wrist presence, but it does wear a little large. So to me, it wears more like a 42, 43 millimeter watch. So that's just something to keep in mind, and that's my own opinion. I'd probably like it to wear more like a 41 millimeter with how, you know, just how classically this is represented. I think that would wear over time more, over the years better. Might be a little bit more comfortable, but really it's kind of personal preference, not a traditional complaint. Let's see, any other comments I could make? If you're considering purchasing a Damasko, I've really enjoyed mine. It's been a great watch. It's really held up like a champ. I get enjoyment while I wear it. And one of the things that's cool is I have gotten maybe 1 or 2 compliments while wearing this thing. It's just not a brand, or it's just not a watch that people notice. It really flies under the radar. So I enjoy that. I like that aspect. If you're considering purchasing one, especially this one, if you're apprehensive about the same things that I was, you know, it not being a traditional dive watch, or the DLC coating, or the size, or the Loom, don't be. It's awesome. I've really enjoyed this. I recommend it. It's great. So really quality engineering, very pleased. So yeah, this is my first overview, so sorry if it's a little muddled or rambling. Hopefully they'll get better with time, but very happy, very pleased. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please ask them, and I'd be happy to answer. Thank you.